Hello everybody, this is the Vikstrand. Today we're gonna take a look at the 1948 version of the Three Musketeers, which I think has one of very few, if the only scene I've seen in an actual live action movie where within a fencing sequence somebody, takes their sword and just the belts off, the trousers falls down and they expose their undergarments and are being ashamed and stuff. And no, I don't think that the Mask of Sorrow counts in that perspective. But let's take a look at the Three Musketeers from 1948. So we all know the story. Actually, I don't think everybody knows the story. Okay, fine, everybody doesn't know the story. So D'Artagnan, played by Gene Kelly, he's coming to Paris to fulfill his lifelong dream of entering the ranks of the Musketeers. But, well, he is there, he gets into trouble with both Athos, Aramis and Porthos. And they all challenge him to a duel at the same place but on different times. And when he shows up and they come and they sort of, well, you've picked a fight with all of us. Well, you sure pick your opponents well, young squire, or something like that. And they think he has a rambunctious little fellow or something like that. I can't quite remember exactly what they were telling him, but deciding that they should be friends instead of fighting each other. But before their bromance can actually blossom, the evil Richelieu's troops comes to arrest them or something like that, or maybe kill them, or maybe do both. I don't know. But they decide, well, let's fight them instead, and so they fight them, and then the Three Musketeers basically becomes the Four Musketeers. But they will soon have some problems. Richelieu is planning to dethrone Louis XIII by using the Queen and the messy love triangle and some pearls and necklaces as ways of starting war between France and England. So the Musketeers have to try to stop this. In this they encounter the standout performance and the absolute star of this movie, Milady de Winter, played by Lana Turner. She's an absolute showstopper, a show stealer. She's such a great asset to this movie, but she may also be one of the reasons why this movie isn't even better. Because this is a tale of two movies. We have an amazingly fun and rambunctious swashbuckling matinee adventure, almost eclipsing the gold standard of this very fun genre, the adventures of Robin Hood. But when this shrewd, cruel, calculating, manipulative, evil woman starts to claw herself into the story and into the plot, the movie starts shifting. It shifts into a much darker, almost thriller drama-like story, which isn't as fun as the other stuff, but still is a very fun movie, but in another way. The movie almost becomes like a film noir movie. In fact, Turner's Milady de Winter could actually have passed easily for one of the dames that would populate the old film noir movies. But in Technicolor, in France, in the 16th or 17th century, go figure. All the action sequences are great, and the acting is amazing, especially Turner, and her De Winter performance is absolutely amazing. But I always found it a little sad that this movie leaned a little too heavy onto the Milady story and kind of forgot the fun way we started in. But the reason for that may have been the fact that the book is that way. It was so long ago I read the book, I can't quite remember all the stuff that's happening to it. But it is still a very good movie. It is still a classic adventure with all the tropes that comes with it, and it is a fun and it is an entertaining movie, and I strongly recommend it. But when you see this, when you're going in, know that the movie is going to shift a bit towards a much darker and much heavier side towards the middle of the movie. I can't quite remember how soon she comes in. It takes a while for her to actually make her appearance. And also, the Battle of the Richelieus. We have had so many great Richelieus over the years. Vincent Price is absolutely priceless in this one as Richelieu. He's so maniacally evil and seems to love every second of it. Is Vincent Price best? Maybe. It's very, very close. I have to rewatch the other ones to really, be up to speed with the entire thing. I will say that the ending is a little dark and a little depressing, but I actually like that they wouldn't compromise over it and that they ran with it all the way through. Well, the cheesiness and the bit unnecessarily dark tone that this movie gets, and a rather dark and depressing ending, prevents this movie from skyrocketing into the absolute atmosphere of great adventure movies. I still give this movie 75 points. It is a very good and very well played adventure movie, and if you haven't seen it, I would strongly recommend that you would do so. So I'll see you next time with an action movie, or a comedy, or a swashbuckling adventure like this one, or a shitty movie, or a great movie. I don't know what we're gonna do. See you next time from, well, so and so, where I'll be reviewing, well, such and such. Thank you for watching. Thank you very much.